Welcome, beautiful Cancer souls. Today's cosmic weather has something special in store for you on this Sunday, May 18, 2025. As I look at the celestial map, I see the moon gliding through the intense waters of Scorpio, creating a powerful resonance with your naturally sensitive Cancer energy. This creates a profound water sign alignment that's heightening your emotional receptivity and intuition to remarkable levels today. Imagine standing at the shoreline where the ocean meets the land. There's power in that meeting point, and that's exactly where you're positioned energetically today. The universe is opening doorways to your subconscious mind, bringing insights that might surprise you with their clarity and impact. What makes today particularly special is that this Scorpio moon forms a beautiful trine with dreamy Neptune in Pisces, creating a rare triple water sign influence when combined with your Cancer sun. This is amplifying your already formidable intuition to extraordinary levels. Pay close attention to your dreams from last night and any recurring thoughts that drift through your mind today. They contain valuable messages about your path forward. In your personal relationships, this is a day for meaningful connection rather than surface-level conversation. If you're in a relationship, you might find yourself having one of those heart-to-heart talks that changes everything in the most positive way. There's a golden opportunity to deepen your bond through honest sharing of fears, hopes, and vulnerabilities. Remember, dear Cancer, that true intimacy grows from authenticity, not perfection. For single Cancers, today's energy might bring someone into your orbit who seems to understand you on a level few others do. The magnetic pull could feel almost fated. This could indeed be the beginning of something significant, but the stars suggest taking time to truly know this person. Your emotional discernment is particularly strong today. Trust what you sense beneath surface appearances. Family relationships take on a healing quality under this sky. You might suddenly understand a parent, child, or sibling's perspective in a way that bridges an old gap between you. Don't be surprised if a relative reaches out with surprising timing today. Cosmic synchronicity is definitely at play. On the career front, even though it's Sunday, your professional aspirations aren't taking a rest. You might have an important realization about your work path or purpose. The energy supports deep thinking about your long-term goals rather than immediate action. Jot down any insights that come. They'll be invaluable when it's time to implement changes. Financially, today calls for awareness around shared resources. If you've been avoiding looking at joint accounts, investments, or shared financial responsibilities, today's energy supports gaining clarity in these areas. An unexpected expense might arise, but your problem-solving abilities are enhanced, helping you find creative solutions that weren't apparent before. Your physical well-being is closely tied to your emotional state today, dear Cancer. The water element dominates your chart, making you particularly sensitive to everything and everyone around you. Create protective boundaries by being selective about your environment and company. Consider activities that involve water swimming, a therapeutic bath with sea salts, or simply increasing your hydration. These practices will help you process emotions that might otherwise become overwhelming. Pay attention to your digestive system today, as it may reflect your emotional processing. Gentle, nourishing foods that comfort without being heavy would serve you well. Think warming soups, herbal teas, and foods with emotional associations that bring you joy. This Scorpio moon is activating your zone of transformation and intimacy, making this an excellent day for inner work. What patterns in your relationships or self-perception are you ready to release? What deeper truth about yourself are you ready to acknowledge? The universe fully supports your journey toward emotional authenticity today. Let's look at the other planetary influences affecting your sign. While the water element predominates, Mercury in earthy Taurus is grounding your thoughts, helping you express deep feelings in practical ways. Venus in curious Gemini lightens the emotional intensity, bringing an ability to discuss serious matters with surprising ease. Mars in intellectual Aquarius pushes you to find mental frameworks for understanding your emotional experiences, a helpful balance to the day's deep waters. Jupiter in Gemini expands your mental horizons, possibly bringing fortunate connections through communication. Keep your mind open to unexpected opportunities that might come through conversations or information you encounter today. Today's lucky elements include the colors deep teal and maroon. Consider wearing these or surrounding yourself with them. The numbers 8 and 13 carry special significance for you today, and malachite would make an excellent stone to carry or wear. The most auspicious times will be dawn and dusk transitions that mirror the transformative energy available to you. Be aware that today's intensity could trigger unexpected emotional reactions. You might feel more possessive or jealous than usual in relationships. The key is to acknowledge these feelings without letting them drive your actions. Observe them with curiosity rather than judgment. You might also struggle with decisions about self-disclosure, how much of your inner world to reveal and to whom. Trust your intuition about what needs expression and what's better kept private for now. Not everyone has earned access to your deepest truths. As you move through this powerful day, remember to honor your emotional nature without becoming overwhelmed by it. Create balance by including both social connection and solitary reflection. Trust your intuitions, particularly about people's hidden motivations. Your read on others will be remarkably accurate today. Use water as a cleansing element, both literally and symbolically. Express gratitude for your emotional depth, even when it brings challenges, as this sensitivity gives your life richness and meaning. Practice receptivity rather than control, allowing transformation to occur naturally rather than forcing change. Beautiful Cancer, carry this affirmation with you today. I trust the flow of my emotions to guide me toward deeper truth. As I embrace both light and shadow within myself, I discover the authentic connections and opportunities that align with my highest path. My sensitivity is my strength. As the day winds down, take a moment to stand under the Scorpio moon and feel its pull on your watery nature. Acknowledge the emotional journey you've traveled and the insights you've gained. Tomorrow brings new energies, but the transformations initiated today will continue to unfold in the days and weeks ahead. Trust the process, even when it takes you into deep waters. You were born to navigate these currents, dear Cancer. The universe is supporting your journey toward emotional wholeness and authentic connection. This is your cosmic guidance for Sunday, May 18, 2025. On May 18, 2025, Cancer natives are experiencing a particularly significant planetary configuration. The Sun is positioned at approximately 28 degrees Taurus, illuminating your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This placement creates a productive sextile to your home sign, offering opportunities for networking that could prove beneficial to your long-term goals. The energy is supportive rather than demanding, allowing you to make progress without feeling overwhelmed. The Sun's late Taurus position also indicates that you're nearing a transition period, as it will soon move into Gemini and shift focus to your 12th house of subconscious patterns and private matters. This makes today excellent for wrapping up group projects or solidifying connections made in recent weeks. The subtle waning light of Taurus season provides gentle illumination for evaluating which social connections truly nourish your sensitive nature. The moon, your ruling celestial body, is positioned in Capricorn, creating an interesting opposition to your sign. This opposition across your personal axis of home and career brings emotional awareness to professional matters and public roles. You may feel a stronger than usual pull between domestic comfort and worldly ambitions today. The Capricorn moon's disciplined energy can help channel your natural intuition into practical achievements, though its position may temporarily dampen your emotional expressiveness. Watch for heightened sensitivity to criticism or feelings of being evaluated by authority figures. This moon placement is activating your 10th house of career, reputation, and public image, suggesting that your emotional attention is drawn to your professional identity and responsibilities. Mercury has recently entered Gemini, positioning itself in your 12th house of the subconscious. This placement is particularly noteworthy, as it creates a somewhat challenging square aspect to your sign. Your mental energy may be scattered or difficult to harness for practical matters. However, this position excels for intuitive insights, creative visualization, and psychological understanding. Dreams and early morning thoughts may contain important messages. Communication today requires extra attention as you might struggle to articulate your feelings clearly or may be misunderstood by others. Venus is also in Gemini, joining Mercury in your 12th house of hidden matters and spirituality. This creates an interesting dynamic where you find beauty and comfort in solitude, meditation, and behind-the-scenes activities. There may be a secret admirer in your midst, or perhaps you're harboring feelings that you're not yet ready to express. This placement can also indicate deriving pleasure from charitable activities or offering anonymous help to others. The Venus-Mercury conjunction in your 12th house suggests that beautiful ideas and compassionate communication will flow easily when you're operating from a place of selflessness. Mars is positioned in Leo, energizing your second house of resources, possessions, and values. This placement brings dynamic energy to financial matters and may trigger important initiatives related to income or self-worth. You might feel more possessive than usual or particularly motivated to increase your earning potential. Watch for impulsive purchases or defensiveness around ownership. Channel this energy constructively by taking bold action toward financial security while avoiding unnecessary risks. Jupiter has recently moved into Gemini, joining Venus and Mercury in your 12th house of the unconscious mind and spiritual realms. This significant placement suggests a year-long period of inner expansion, spiritual growth, and development of your intuitive abilities. Today, Jupiter forms a square to your sign, which can manifest as internal tension between your emotional needs and your spiritual aspirations. There may be a sense of restlessness or confusion about your path forward, but this ultimately serves to expand your consciousness and emotional range. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces, forming a harmonious trine to your Cáncer sun. Positioned in your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and long-distance matters, Saturn brings structure and endurance to your belief systems and educational pursuits. This supportive trine helps you build emotional resilience while maintaining your sensitive nature. Today's aspect between Saturn and the Capricorn moon creates a particularly grounding energy that helps you apply emotional wisdom to practical challenges. Uranus in Taurus is still moving through your 11th house of friendships and social networks, where it's been creating unexpected shifts in your social circle for several years. Today, it forms a helpful sextile to your sign, potentially bringing surprising opportunities through friends or associates. Pay attention to sudden insights or unusual invitations, as they may lead to meaningful connections. The revolutionary energy of Uranus is gently supportive in this position, encouraging healthy liberation from social expectations without causing disruptive upheaval. Neptune in Aries occupies your 10th house of career and public reputation, bringing both inspiration and confusion to your professional identity. This placement can indicate a period where your career path feels somewhat nebulous, or where you're drawn to more creative, compassionate, or spiritual dimensions of your work. Today, Neptune forms a square to the Capricorn moon, which could cloud emotional clarity about professional matters or create tension between idealism and practicality. Be cautious about workplace misunderstandings or unrealistic expectations from authority figures. Pluto, now established in Aquarius, is transforming your 8th house of shared resources, intimate bonds, and psychological depths. This powerful placement forms a sextile to the Capricorn moon today, suggesting that emotional revelations could lead to profound personal transformation. There may be developments regarding loans, taxes, inheritances, or shared finances that have deeper emotional implications. This position also intensifies intimate connections, potentially bringing psychological insights through close relationships. The North Node in Pisces in your 9th house of expansion and higher learning is urging soul growth through broadening your emotional and spiritual horizons. Today's aspect between the North Node and Saturn suggests that disciplined study of philosophical or spiritual matters could provide important direction. The South Node in Virgo in your third house indicates that you're being asked to release overthinking, excessive worry, and getting caught in details without seeing the bigger picture. Chiron, the wounded healer, positioned in Aries in your 10th house, forms a challenging square to your sign. This may activate sensitive feelings around career recognition, authority, and your public identity. Today could bring awareness of how childhood experiences with authority figures have shaped your professional development. The asteroid Ceres in Scorpio forms a trine to your sign from your 5th house of creativity and self-expression. This supportive aspect nurtures your creative abilities and capacity for joy. It's an excellent day to engage with activities that allow emotional expression through art, play, or romantic connections. Pallas Athena in Libra activates your 4th house of home and family, bringing strategic wisdom to domestic matters. You might find yourself mediating family discussions or rearranging your living space for greater harmony. The Black Moon Lilith in Cáncer brings intensity to your self-expression and personal identity. This placement can heighten both your nurturing abilities and your emotional sensitivity. Today offers an opportunity to embrace aspects of yourself that you typically keep hidden. The overall planetary picture for Cáncer on May 18, 2025, suggests a day of emotional depth and introspection, with particular emphasis on balancing professional responsibilities with inner emotional needs. The Capricorn moon opposing your sign creates a full awareness axis that illuminates both your personal emotions and your public roles. The concentration of planets in your 12th house, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Gemini, suggests that much of your energy and attention may be directed toward private matters, spiritual concerns, or subconscious patterns. This is an excellent day for meditation, journaling, or therapeutic work. Mars in your 2nd house provides practical energy for addressing material concerns, while the supportive trine from Saturn in Pisces offers emotional stability and wisdom. Pay particular attention to dreams and intuitive insights today, as they may contain important guidance about how to navigate upcoming transitions as the Sun prepares to move from Taurus into Gemini. On May 18, 2025, Cáncer, your communication landscape blooms with unusual potential as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet, the Moon. This cosmic alignment creates a rare bridge between your emotional depth and your ability to articulate those feelings with clarity and impact. Words that typically remain tucked within your protective shell find natural pathways to expression today. The early morning hours reveal a powerful lunar position highlighting your 3rd house of communication, creating exceptional flow between your internal emotional landscape and your spoken words. This alignment is particularly beneficial for important conversations that require both heart and precision, something you've been preparing for but perhaps delaying. Neptune's gentle influence adds an intuitive dimension to your exchanges throughout the day. You'll find yourself perceiving unspoken emotional currents in conversations, allowing you to respond not just to what's being said, but to the feelings beneath the surface. This heightened sensitivity creates a remarkable advantage in negotiations or heart-to-heart discussions scheduled for today. Your natural nurturing quality infuses your communication style with extraordinary warmth as Venus and Jupiter form a supportive aspect touching your expression sector. Others will find unusual comfort and safety in your words today, making this an excellent time to reach out to family members with whom communication has been strained. The cosmic energy supports healing and reconciliation through thoughtful dialogue. Written communications particularly shine before noon. Emails, messages, or creative writing projects started during morning hours carry an authentic emotional resonance that perfectly captures your intentions. Journal entries made today may provide valuable insights when revisited later, as they'll contain unusually clear emotional truths. By midday, Mercury's position shifts slightly to emphasize your professional communication. Workplace discussions benefit tremendously from your ability to balance emotional understanding with practical considerations. Your perspective carries unusual weight in meetings or strategy sessions, so don't hesitate to voice your ideas. Colleagues will respond positively to your emotionally intelligent approach to problem solving. Around 3 p.m., be aware of a brief challenging aspect between Mars and Saturn that might trigger momentary self-doubt about your expression. You may question whether you've revealed too much vulnerability in your communications. This energy passes quickly, but taking a short break for self-reflection helps maintain your communicative confidence. The day particularly supports conversations centered around home, family, and emotional security, natural Cancer domains. Discussions about living arrangements, family planning, or establishing emotional boundaries progress with remarkable clarity. Your words carry nurturing authority that others respect and respond to positively. For Cancers in teaching, counseling, or other roles requiring empathetic communication, today marks exceptional effectiveness. Your ability to create emotional safety through language is heightened, allowing students, clients, or patients to feel deeply understood and supported. Digital communications receive an interesting cosmic boost today. Your social media posts, online discussions, or virtual meetings carry more of your authentic emotional signature than usual. Even in written form, your distinctive Cancer warmth permeates your messages, drawing others toward meaningful connection rather than superficial interaction. The evening brings a potent alignment between the Moon and Venus, creating a beautiful window for romantic communications. Expressing feelings to partners carries a poetic quality that strengthens emotional bonds. For single Cancers, dating interactions feature unusually meaningful conversations that bypass small talk in favor of genuine connection. Creative communication projects break through barriers today. If you've been working on writing, speaking, or artistic expression, cosmic energies support translating your rich emotional landscape into forms that truly represent your inner world. Creative blocks dissolve as emotions find clear pathways to expression. Interactions with children flow with particular ease under today's influences. Your natural parental instincts align perfectly with finding age-appropriate words that create understanding without overwhelming younger minds. Teaching moments occur naturally, creating bonds that extend far beyond this single day. One area requiring caution involves communications about shared finances or resources. Neptune's position creates slight fog around monetary discussions. Ensure complete clarity by following up important points in writing or confirming understanding multiple times. This is especially important for business partnerships or shared household financial matters. Your nonverbal communication carries extraordinary power today. Body language, facial expressions, and voice tonality project authenticity that others find magnetic and trustworthy. In situations with new acquaintances, this unconscious communication layer works strongly in your favor, creating instant rapport before you've spoken many words. For Cancers who typically struggle with speaking up in groups, today offers supportive cosmic scaffolding. The planetary alignment gives your voice more projection and your words greater impact in collective settings. Consider this an excellent day for presentations, group discussions, or situations where you need to advocate for yourself in community contexts. Communication technologies function particularly smoothly for you today. Devices, platforms, and communication tools cooperate with your intentions rather than creating the frustrations they sometimes do. This supportive technical environment enhances your ability to express yourself clearly across distances. A brief but powerful Mercury-Pluto aspect in the late evening creates potential for transformative conversations. Words spoken around 9 p.m. carry particular weight to heal old wounds or shift long-standing relationship patterns. Choose these words carefully, they'll have greater impact than you might initially realize. Your dream communications are also heightened tonight. Consider keeping a journal by your bed, as messages from your subconscious arrive with unusual clarity during sleep. These night communications often contain the wisest guidance for Cancers, whose intuitive channels sometimes work most effectively during rest. If you've been considering launching a blog, podcast, or other communication platform, today's energy provides an excellent foundation. Your authentic voice shines through, attracting those who resonate with your unique emotional perspective. Content created today establishes a signature energy that can define your communication style moving forward. For Cancers in healing professions, your words carry exceptional therapeutic power. Whether you're counseling formally or simply supporting a friend through difficulty, your communications create emotional safety that facilitates genuine healing. Trust this natural gift without second-guessing its impact. Family communications receive particular cosmic support. Conversations with parents, siblings, or extended family members carry potential for deeper understanding and emotional bonding. Long-established patterns that may have restricted authentic expression within your family system can be gently dissolved through heartfelt exchanges. Your communication style resonates especially well with other water signs today, Scorpio and Pisces, creating opportunities for intuitive exchanges that require few words yet convey profound understanding. Earth signs also receive your messages with unusual clarity, appreciating the emotional depth you bring to practical matters. The Moon-Neptune aspect creates a dreamy quality to your speech patterns. You might find yourself naturally using more poetic language, metaphors, or emotionally evocative descriptions. This serves beautifully in personal communications, but requires some discipline in professional contexts, where directness might be more appropriate. A subtle aspect between Mercury and Chiron activates healing through communication today. Conversations have remarkable potential to mend old hurts, particularly those involving past misunderstandings or words that caused pain. Your natural empathy combines with unusual verbal clarity, creating opportunities for reconciliation through honest, heartfelt exchanges. As May 18th unfolds for Cancer, the financial landscape reveals intriguing possibilities. With Venus forming a favorable trine to your sign, your natural intuition about monetary matters is heightened. Today marks a period where your emotional connection to security can actually become your financial strength. The Moon, your ruling celestial body, is currently activating your resource sector, making this an opportune time to reassess investments, particularly those connected to home, property, or family businesses. You may notice that ventures you've nurtured slowly over time are beginning to show promising returns. The patient approach you've taken is finally bearing fruit. Jupiter's position suggests unexpected financial support might come through a female figure in your life, perhaps a mentor, family member, or business associate who sees value in your careful planning abilities. Mercury's current position enhances your ability to negotiate favorable terms in any financial agreements today. If you've been considering asking for a raise or renegotiating payment terms, the cosmic energies support clear, emotionally intelligent communication around money matters. Pay particular attention to passive income opportunities that might present themselves through unexpected channels. A conversation that seems casual could reveal a hidden financial prospect. Neptune's influence today heightens your financial intuition, but also warns against deals that seem too emotionally satisfying without solid practical foundation. Trust your gut feeling about financial propositions, but verify the details thoroughly. Your natural caution serves you well, though today's energy does encourage calculated risk in areas where you've already built some expertise. The second house influence from disciplined Saturn reminds you that consistent, methodical financial planning continues to be your strongest asset. Consider setting aside time today to review recurring expenses. You'll likely identify patterns that can be optimized for greater security. Water sign energy supports financial flows today, especially regarding resources shared with others. Joint ventures that honor your need for emotional security while allowing for moderate growth show particular promise. The placement of Mars suggests being slightly more assertive than usual about money matters will yield positive results, contrary to your typically conservative approach. Watch for financial opportunities connected to nutrition, wellness, or correlated industries, as Cancer's nurture